Hello friends, hi and welcome to another episode of Insights with me Shirish. We have seen how to make the child study, how to take their studies and what are the different insights that we can have when we're taking their studies, or what are the different ways that we can make and encourage our child to study. Today I am going to share something in continuation with that. So if you have missed that video, see that you watch it. I'm attaching the link with the description. Today's video is about how to increase the child's concentration, how to increase the child's mind power. We always ask the child to study, do study hard, please concentrate on what you're reading, try and understand what you're reading, concentrate, don't look here and there, sit for some time in one place. This is something we always keep on telling the child. But no one tells him how to concentrate or you remain focused on what you're doing. The tips that I'm going to share with you are not only applicable for studies but also applicable for any type of activity that we do. Also, I would like to add that this is not something which is going to happen in one day or 2 days. You need to practice for everything. Rome was not built in a night. You need to practice all these different things that I'm going to share with you today. And probably yes, within few days you would get the results. I'm sharing this video now because the exams will be there, the final exams will be there within a month or two, and starting doing these tricks now with your child will probably help him to increase his mind power or focus on various topics or acts that he is doing. But before that, I would like you to subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed. I would be sharing many more informative videos on parenting and many other topics. If you subscribe this, you will be getting the notifications and you will come to know when I have uploaded the video. Of course, this is free of cost. So do go ahead and subscribe the channel. Do not forget to click the bell icon. Let us begin. First, today I will be sharing 4 different things which would help in your actual studies when a child is studying. I would be also sharing about some really magic food which can improve your child's brain power or concentration. And last, I would be sharing some simple games that you can play with your child which will help him use his memory power it will encourage him to use his brain, concentrate and focus on what he is doing. Starting with the 4 points which we can use in the actual study. Number 1 is active break. When your child is studying for some time, maybe an hour or 2, it happens that you must have always observed that after some time, maybe 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes or 1 hour, the child becomes restless. He doesn't really understand what he is doing and he gets restless. He wants to get up from his place and the child then always wants to take a break. This break may last for a long time, maybe for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half an hour or more. But what does the child do in that break is very important. The point that I am going to share with you, as it said, it's about active break. So it is very essential that when you're giving your child a break, see that he does some activity wherein he is moving from his place. See that he is not playing with the mobile, not playing a game, sitting on one place, or not watching a video, not watching television or cartoons. You need to make him walk for some time, jog, you run, something with which he moves from one place to another. Now, why this is essential? This is essential because when your child actually walks from one place to another, when he walks for some time, jogs for some time or starts running, the blood circulation increases. And this increased blood circulation increases the oxygen level in your body, which actually makes him feel fresh and helps him concentrate. So see that whenever your child takes a break when he is studying, you make him move and remain active for some time. See that he is not sitting in one place and gets busy into some other thing which doesn't become more fruitful. Okay, so we need to make him busy in some activity which will increase his oxygen level. Now this is scientifically proved that any person doing any activity for around an hour, 50 minutes to 1 hour, his brain stops working after some time receiving the information. Okay, so it is very essential that you take a break, you give your child a break and see that he moves from one place to another, because of which his blood circulation should increase, he should feel fresh and the oxygen level in the body should increase. That will help improve his concentration when he is doing his next part of his study or he is resuming his studies again. One more thing you can add to this is you can ask the child to meditate for some time, like if he can meditate for a minute or two before he gets up from his studies. And the second thing you can do is you can ask him to breathe in and breathe out. So breathing in by nose and breathing out, exhaling by mouth. Okay, you can try this, and this again improves the blood circulation and oxygen level in the body. One more thing you can do here, if the child really feels tired after sitting for 45 minutes to 50 minutes, then you can give him a glass of water and keep him hydrated. So this is the point number 1, that is active break that a child needs to take after his study of 45 minutes to 50. Now moving towards the point number 2. Point number 2 is about being positive. It is not only you who has to keep saying positive things or good things about your child, but you also need to make the child confident and feel that he can do such things positively. Like sometimes it happens that some tough subjects or practical subjects like maths or physics are always tough for children, and they are very confident and sure about some chapters or some experiments, thinking that they would not be able to do it. So you as a parent need to make them confident that yes, you can definitely do it, which makes the child feel positive about himself. See, we are what we think we are. And this is the concept behind this being positive. If you think you have a good memory, if you think you can study this subject, if you think you can crack this exam, if you think you have a good memory, if you think you can really write the question answers very well, then that is something you do. You are what you say, you are what you think. So be positive about yourself and think positive about yourself. This is something you need to teach the children. The children need to be very confident and positive about their studies. There may be some doubts which will not let the child think in that way or hold him back. But then parents are for that. We need to encourage him and make him feel that he is good in that, he will be able to do it very easily, and he just needs practice to overcome these hurdles. So help your child to be more positive about the subjects he thinks are tough. So this is about being positive. Explain him he is what he thinks. If he thinks he'll not be able to do it, he will not be able to do it. But if he thinks he will somehow crack the experiment, he will somehow crack the question answers, then definitely he will be able to do it. Before studying, when the child starts his study, ensure that he has a plan for it. Like in next 2 hours, I'm going to finish these 2 chapters. In next 2 hours, I'm going to finish this poem. In next 2 hours, I'm going to finish these 2 topics, 2 essays, 10 questions. He has to have some timeline, some action plan for his studies as well. If he decides that in the very beginning, he will definitely achieve it by the end of 2 hours. It is exactly like if before sleeping we think that tomorrow morning I'll get up at 6 o'clock. You will get up at 6 o'clock when you need to make a conscious commitment to yourself. So help your child be positive and think positive about it. Let him have his own action plan positively about the next 2 hours that he is going to study. The third point is about the poems and rhymes if your child has in his studies. What you can do is see anything you can associate. If you are trying to teach your child anything, associate it with a picture. Remember, when we talk about solar system, what do we remember? You really remember your teacher who taught you solar system, or you remember the diagram wherein you have a sun in between and all the planets moving around it? So what is the thing that you associate with solar system? Yes, it is a picture that we see. It is a picture that we have learned. So help your child studying in this way. Like if he has some experiments, let him associate it with some diagrams which becomes easy for him to understand. If it is about some subjects like geography, he can associate it with the diagrams. If it is about science, biology, physics, chemistry, he can definitely associate these things with the diagram. Along with this, if there is something like rhymes and poems, that also can be associated with some sort of pictures or diagrams to bring more clarity in the mind. So help your child to study in such a way that he can associate things with the diagrams or pictures, which becomes easy for him to explain, which becomes easy for him to understand as well. Also, one more thing we can do about rhymes and poems is adding a tune to it. If you try and learn a poem in a blunt way or as in sentence, it is definitely difficult. But if you try and associate it with some tune, rhymes that you have, then definitely the child is able to catch it up in a nice way, and it helps him to keep it in mind. So it doesn't happen that the child forget the rhymes. Because of the flow, because of the tune, he is able to understand the words, as well as he is able to recollect the words along with the tune that he sings. So see if you can associate the poems and rhymes with some sort of tune. And for the subjects which we saw geography, physics, chemistry, biology, science, or even history at times, if you can associate it with some sort of diagrams, then yes, it goes very easy for the child to memorize it and recollect it whenever he wants to write it. Next important point in this is about doing study differently. Now, as we saw that it is scientifically proved that you cannot keep on doing one activity for around 45 to 50 minutes or more than that continuously. You need to take a break. Along with this break, you also need to take a break in the way you are studying. If your child has started reading since 45 minutes or since 50 minutes, he is reading something, he is reading question answers, he is reading some poems, he is reading some chapters, then give him a break after 30 minutes to 40 minutes and ask him to do something like writing it down. Maybe he can write question answers, maybe he can write some answers, he can write some essays, something like that. Even after that, you can ask him to draw some diagrams, recite some poems. So see that the act is not monotonous. The brain gets bored very easily within 45 to 50 minutes after doing one activity regularly more than 50 minutes. The brain doesn't accept the messages if one activity is repeatedly done. You must have observed when we go to gym, we are given, for one day we are given the instruments which are probably for the biceps. On the next day, we are given the instruments which will help us for the thighs. There are different instruments which are given for different parts of the body so that the brain accepts the messages and works out on it. If you continuously work in one monotonous way, then probably the brain doesn't show the effect, or it doesn't really get the message from the body for which you are working on. This applies to study as well. When your child is studying, see that in different frequency of time, he changes his way of studying. If he is reading, let him write for some time. If he is writing, let him draw for some time. If he is drawing, let him recite a poem for some time. Do it in such a way that it becomes easy for the brain to catch the messages and help him concentrate, other than doing one activity monotonously for a longer time. I would like to share some information on the type of diet or the food that your child is taking, which would definitely help him increase his concentration and mind power. No wonder he needs to have an healthy diet, a good diet. A basic line of an healthy diet is a homemade food. He needs to have fresh veggies, fresh food that is prepared at home, and he needs to avoid the fast food or the food that is not made at home, which has lot of maida or other ingredients which are really harmful for the child's growth. But try and see that your child has lot of natural foods, seasonal foods, which provide him the various vitamins and proteins that are required for growth of his body. See that he has good food like leafy vegetables. See that he has food which has, he has nuts like almonds, soaked raisins. He has various leafy vegetables like spinach or fenugreek, or cabbage and cauliflower as well, because it has vitamin K in it. See that your child has soaked black resins. It definitely helps in increasing the child's oxygen level in the body. Almonds, we all know, are good for brain. Then we have walnuts. Walnuts are extremely good for brain when they are soaked in water overnight. There are some really healthy foods like normal food, instead of having the fast food, burgers, pizza. See that your child eats roti, chapati, bhaji, everything at home, which is homemade, which is healthy, which is less oily, and which is easily digestible. See, the food that is prepared outside has a lot of content of maida, which actually becomes non-digestible for the child, and it brings an uneasiness, a sluggishness, and because of digestive issues, constipation, and many other issues which do not really help the child to grow well, feel fit, or even concentrate in any of the things that he is doing. So keep him active, give him good food, give him good homemade fresh food, lot of veggies, lot of fruits, nuts, which are helpful for the growth of the child and helps him concentrate and focus on any topic. So if you would like to have a different elaborate video on this, do let me know in the comments. I'll definitely try and make one on that. So moving to the next and the third last part of this video about the various games that you can play with your child, which helps your child to memorize things, which helps your child to use his brain, thought process, or it really helps him brainstorming. So let us see which are these games. So game number 1. What you can do is you can make a list of things which starts from one alphabet. For example, starting with P. Parrot, pen, pencil, pumpkin, plier, plane, poor, pout, pigeon, peacock, plants, etc. Have a list of names with starting with the same alphabet. You can have some 10 or 15 names based on the age of your child, or in the beginning to start with you can start with 10 names and read it once in front of your child and ask him to listen carefully at once and give him a time of 1 minute to write all these names down. Doing this activity again and again will help your child to discover a method of how to remember these names, how he can link these names, or how he can really memorize this, and different ways of how you really do it. Okay, this will help the child doing brainstorming and focusing on what you are saying. This becomes one way of training your brain to think, brainstorm, and listen carefully. Second game you can try with your child is show him a picture having different things in one picture. Okay, and give him the picture for a minute to see, and after 1 minute you can ask him again to note down all the things that he has seen in the picture. Now here again the child visualizes these things. Okay, in the first game we have just read all this name out, so here his ears have functioned well with his brain. In the next game, in the second game, we would give him a picture wherein his eyes would work on it, perform better with the brain, so that they come together and write the answers, focus on it, think on it, try to remember what they have seen. Okay, so this is a exactly opposite way of the first game that we have seen. Playing these games again and again helps your brain of your child to function well with the eyes and the ears. This actually helps them to brainstorm, to think on it, to memorize things. And again in this game also he would try to associate these things that he has visualized with something which he can remember it. These are two simple games that you can play with your child and help him memorize things in different way. There is actually a solution to it, but if you would like to know about it, do let me know in the comments. I can surely make one more video with such different games and the different ways of linking the pictures to the memory so that the child is able to memorize it. Okay, so do let me know in the comments. I can definitely, if there are a lot of comments on this topic, I can definitely make a video on it, on different games that would help the child to memorize and focus and recollect or brainstorm on different topics. So this was for today. I believe this tricks will definitely help your child to focus on his studies, to concentrate on his studies, help your child to take active breaks, then help him in that active breaks to memorize what he has studied, then see that he doesn't do any monotonous job or monotonous study for a longer time, see that he is able to focus on the topics in various ways that we have discussed by using his brain, thinking positive about himself, and let him commit himself before he is starting his studies that what he would actually like to finish in that time, in this 2 hours or whatever time he is going to study. I hope this video will help you out, parents, and do let me know in the comments if you would like to know about the games or something on the food that we have seen that helps improve the brain power of the child. And thank you very much for staying with me till the end of this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Do subscribe the channel and do not forget to click the bell icon. See you in the next video. Bye.